What's going on, guys? It's Steve. Now, just bear with me. I'm gonna try and be as calm as I possibly can during this video, because you know how I get when it comes to my New York Knicks. A lot of people think I'm not a Knicks fan anymore, but I secretly am. But the reason why I don't make Knicks videos as much anymore is because I don't want to destroy your guys' speakers, one, and two, I don't want to hurt my vocal cords talking about the New York Knicks! I'm so tired. I am so tired of my New York Knicks. We lose to the Los Angeles Lakers. Are you kidding me? Dude, I can't take this anymore. Growing up, we've always been garbage. We had 3 good seasons my entire life as a Knicks fan, and I am 20 years old. In 20 years, we've had 3 good seasons with the New York Knicks, and we have an upside with Melo, and guess what happens? Phil Jackson has to come along and destroy it. We have an upside now with Kristaps Porzingis, but the man can't stay healthy, and it's getting me upset. I'm so sick and tired. It's been 20 years. I'm 20 years old, and in those 20 years, you know what I've seen. Now people are going to say, what about the finals in 1999? Well, I didn't start watching the Knicks till around 2005, 2006. But even then, at that point in time, they were mediocre. Even then, at that point in time, let me tell you something right now. We just lost to the Los Lakers. Are you kidding me? Do we have... I want to see the Los Angeles Lakers record, because there's no reason why we should be losing. We lost to a team that's 13th in the Western Conference. 13th in the Western Conference. We're 21-26, and now they're 17-29. 13th in the Western Conference, that's who we lose to. Are you kidding me? I'm so sick. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the inconsistency. I'm tired of the mediocrity. I'm tired of us losing games that we should be easily winning. Tim Hardaway Jr. did his thing. He's back and healthy. Kristaps Porzingis is doing his thing. But the man, it's like he has fatigue right now. I love KP. He's an absolute monster. He started off the first 2 months of the season doing well. He gets injured. I go see him play live. He gets injured and sits down. And now the man is fatigued like hell. He's supposed to be an all-star, and he probably won't be because my New York Knicks are mediocre. I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. I don't know what it's going to take. I think they need to, you know what, I think they need to sign Steve. I bet with me as their point guard, they would do better than they're doing now. Because at least I have heart. I wouldn't give up on easy games. Against the Lakers? Are you serious? Against the Los Angeles Lakers? Lonzo Ball didn't even play, and we lose to the Lakers? Without Lonzo Ball? Are you kidding me? They had Julius Randle. Oh, Julius Randle dropped 30? We're talking about Julius Randle dropping 30? Maybe if it's like, you know, Kyle Kuzma or maybe Brandon Ingram, I would be more lenient. But Julius Randle dropping 30 on my New York Knicks? Are you serious? What the hell is going on? Now, you have one of my favorite players on the Lakers in Brook Lopez, because I really like Brook Lopez, because I grew up watching him on the Brooklyn Nets and the New Jersey Nets at the time as well. But for us to lose to the Lakers without Lonzo Ball is so infuriating. It's so infuriating that I feel like doing things that I can't even say on YouTube. It gets me so mad that this stuff happens, that I feel like doing things that I can't even say on YouTube. Not in terms of harming people, but like screaming at the top of my lungs and punching the wall and things. I punched the wall. So now, there's a hole in my wall, in my room, because the Knicks keep losing. We're losing to teams that we should not be losing to. Who would have thought? Well, honestly, who would have thought that the New York Knicks, and we didn't just lose by 5 or it wasn't even we lost by 20 points to the Lakers without Lonzo Ball. So this is what we're doing now. Without Lonzo Ball, we're losing to the Los Angeles Lakers. This is what is happening now in New York City. We start off the season so well all the time, and then we get worse and worse and worse and worse. You see, I just can't take this anymore. I don't get it. I don't understand. We have a solid team. We have a pretty good big three. Really a big four. Now, it ain't a big four or a big three on the level as like the Cavs or the Thunder or the Rockets or the Golden State Warriors. Obviously OKC and the Warriors being a big four, the Rockets being a big two, really, but Eric Gordon's pretty good as well, so I say big three. But then you also have the Cavaliers being like a big 20 because that team is stacked as hell. I say, I'll tell you this right now. We have a solid team, though. Tim Hardaway Jr., Kristaps Porzingis, Enes Kanter, Michael Beasley, Kyle O'Quinn. All right, I don't get it. Jared Jack, Courtney. I don't understand how we're losing games like this to the Lakers. What players do the Lakers have that are even close to Kristaps Porzingis? And then a couple Porzingis with Michael Beasley, and then triple that by adding Jared Jack, and then quadruple that by adding Tim Hardaway, and then quintuple that by adding Courtney Lee, and we still lose to the Lakers without Lonzo Ball. I can't. Now you see why I do my videos most of the time in my car and not in my apartment. Because if I did these in my apartment, in my bedroom, the security would be called on me every single time and I would get kicked out. This is why I make these videos in my car. And it's crazy enough because people think I'm crazy. But there's no one at the park right now. I tell you that. You all want to see what I'm about to do at the park, though. This is why I'm here. I'm about to play ball, baby. But anyway, I tell you this right now. I'm getting really upset, though. And it's really getting to the point. It's really getting to the point where it's almost unbearable to watch, all right? Because I watched that game against the Lakers, and I was so infuriated. And then on top of that, I was doing financial operation management homework. Now, if you don't know anything about financial operation management, I can't even talk. It's not that it's hard, but you get 3 questions for a homework. But each question has like 20 different steps. So really you're doing 60 freaking questions. And some of these questions within each question have like 10 to 20 different steps. So really you're doing 120 on top of watching the Knicks. I couldn't even... It took me 2 hours to finish the homework because the Knicks were pissing me off. I could usually do that in half an hour because I'm a freaking genius. But I'm being so upset with the New York Knicks that it took me 2 hours. It took the duration of the game for me to finish that homework because I was so frustrated. I did most of that at halftime. And I was so frustrated at halftime that I had to get up and I took a walk. I had to take a walk. And the game literally just finished. And I'm about to play ball to let off some steam because I'm very upset. I don't understand what it is about my New York Knicks. We're not a bad team. We have a pretty good team on paper. I don't need to keep going through it. Frank Ntilikina, Kyle O'Quinn, Courtney Lee, Kristaps Porzingis, Tim Hardaway Jr., Jared Jack, Michael Beasley, Lance Thomas. I don't get it. Like, what do we need to do? Do you want to see where we are in the Eastern Conference? We're the 10th seed. Remember when Detroit started off like super hot and people were like, oh, Detroit is so good and this and this. Detroit is bunions, bro. They started off so hot and people were like, oh, look at Detroit. They're going to be so good. Yeah, bunions. Let me sit here and tell you this right now. The simple fact that we're behind the Detroit Pistons, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Indiana Pacers. Steven, please control yourself. We're behind the Philadelphia 76ers. Now I know what you're going to think. Steve, they're not that bad. But I'm tired of the Knicks being compared to the 76ers. Let's hype up the Christmas game between the Knicks and the Sixers like everyone wants to see that. I'll sit here and tell you this right now. If the New York Knicks don't make the playoffs this year, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm so upset already. But imagine if they don't make the playoffs, how mad I'm going to be. Because it pisses me off beyond It's more than being pissed. It infuriates me that how are we worse than the Detroit Pistons? How are we worse than the Milwaukee Bucks? Like, I know Giannis Antetokounmpo is an absolute monster, and his brother is an absolute monster as well. By the way, Zion Williamson, you're going to be an absolute beast. Congratulations on picking Duke, by the way. I'll tell you this right now. I don't pay attention to college, so I'm not going to watch you in your college years. But when you come to the NBA, you already know where to go. Go to the New York Knicks. I'll sit here and tell you this right now. The simple fact that we're behind Philly, Indiana, Milwaukee, and Detroit, these are the type of things that make me not be able to sleep at night. I literally have bad dreams. And in those dreams, I see like a monster wearing a Knicks uniform. Steve, we suck. But we only suck to make you mad. Because we have a good team on paper, but no matter what, we'll never be good. And it pisses me off. I wake up 3, 4 in the morning screaming, ah! Steve, it's a bad dream. And then I look at the NBA standings, and that bad dream is reality because it's real life. It's been your man, Steve. I'm out of here, man. Peace.